say here is please, let's, I'm going to recap and quick review stuff, but I'm not going to reteach all this stuff that we were doing. So you need to take out, look, you all have it, that guideline paper for proving identities, you all have it. Might be a good idea to pull that out. It said guidelines for proven identities. Now, I did a few days of this before Christmas, and today and tomorrow, after tomorrow, I'm finishing this. Towards the end of the week is going to be the test on this. I'll tell you exactly tomorrow. But I only got like 2 more days to do this. Now, let's see here. The papers that you got back. The first assignment was from page 194, and then the second one was from worksheet number 1. Okay, now let me do a quick little recap here. I got to get you thinking the way we were before grade. This entire test is going to just say prove each identity, and you know there's different ways you can do this. So there's other. Yes. Yeah, I passed them back. Right there.
No, that paper. Yeah,
There you go. And there's different ways you can do these. That first assignment there, well, let's do this. Get your iPads out right now. And you need your Bluetooth on. Everybody, take your iPads out right away. Turn your Bluetooth on. Let's do this first. Okay. All right, you should be in e-backpack. Now, keep all your papers out, because I'm going to do some things on the board, and I'm going to do a few newer things. And you can see your homework for tomorrow, again, it's just going to be 6 problems. I mean, you're not getting a ton of problems to do on these. But some of these are going to get a little bit more involved. Tap on the one that says answer sheets for proven identities. Answer sheets for proven identities. Answer sheets for proving identities. Now there's a lot of pages there. Okay, be on page number 1 to start. Joe, is your iPad on? Make sure your Bluetooth is on. Okay, now look, you could take a quick check. Look at the paper I gave you back from page 194. I think I'm honestly going to say those were the easiest ones. Now, the ones that I assigned, you see 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 40. You see how there's a little line there? Those are the ones I assigned. Okay, you want to just take a quick look at the first one, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 40. There wasn't much to do there. Those would be like easy ones on a test. When I give you the test at the end of the week, you're going to have some easier ones, you're going to have some medium ones, you're going to have some that are a little bit more involved. Now, what's the one? Please, you guys, don't go brain dead on me here today. I know you know what? I'm in the same boat as you. I don't want to be here today either. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, but it is what it is. All right, so let's try to remember what happened here. What was the biggest thing I kept telling you every day when you get stuck? You got to remember some of this stuff, because if you don't, you're not going to do good on this test. Ethan.
Move everything over to that first identity that you know, or like change all the signs.
You get stuck, just start converting, and then when you convert, what's the other thing that I kept saying you got to learn how to do? not learn how to do, but that's what you gotta do. We've done it on tons of them.
Factor?
Use your algebra. You know, common denominator, maybe factoring, make one fraction, squaring binomials, all the stuff you did before, and we've been doing this for more than a week before Christmas. So in 34, I just converted, multiplied by the reciprocal, came right out. Now, check your papers there. 35, there's that 1 minus sine squared, which is cosine squared, common factor came right out. 36, 1 plus tan squared, secant squared, came right out. 37, the parentheses was an identity, and cosines and secants are reciprocals, came right out. 38 was an identity. 40, sine squared plus cosine squared is 1, and that came out. So those were like the easiest ones you'll ever see. Swipe to page 2. Swipe to page 2. Okay, 42 was the next one I assigned. 41, I mean, there was another problem there, but I didn't assign that one. 42, secants 1 over cosine, got the common denominator, came right out. Now, I don't know if you're getting these right or wrong. You're the only one that knows that. I mean, if you have questions, I'll take them. 44, I changed the sines and cosines, came right out. So that first assignment came out pretty easy for those problems. Okay, now go to your other assignment. Here, number 2. What'd you do? Somebody. Look on your homework paper. I think this was number 2. Yeah. What'd you do in this number 2? Now, you got your paper there. What did you do in this one? How'd you start it? How?
I just I turned everything into sines and cosines.
So tell me what you would have here, Howard.
1 over cosine over cosine
Yeah?
minus sine of theta over cosine of theta over cosine of theta over sine of theta.
Now, I remember when I did this before break, some of you had a question on this. Tell me how you do this right here. Now, you know a fraction divided by fraction means multiplied by reciprocal. I know you know that. Well, you still do the same thing here. 1 over cosine divided by cosine means 1 over cosine times what? I remember some of you had a problem with this, and I went over, but I want to show you this again, because you'll see this on the test. Dividing by a cosine means to multiply by what here, Rob?
Cosine over cosine over 1.
No. It's already cosine of 1. Look, see that cosine of theta? That means over 1, right? See, that's why I'm showing you this again. So pay attention here. Dividing by a cosine means to times by what, Andrew?
The reciprocal.
Which is what?
1 over cosine.
1 over cosine. And then minus, this would be sine of theta over cosine of theta, times the reciprocal, which is sine of theta, over the cosine of theta. Now, follow this. What's this times this, right here? What's this fraction times this fraction? Let's multiply. Add.
1 over cosine squared.
Minus, what's this one times this one? It's normal to multiply fractions. Kids,
Sine squared over cosine squared.
this one's actually coming out pretty nice because what are you going to do next? What are you going to do next here? Jack.
You have the common denominators.
And you already have it, right?
Yeah.
You're going to go right to your 1 fraction.
Yeah.
So there's your common denominator. And the top is 1 minus sine squared. And fellas, haven't I been saying for more than a week before vacation, there's that 1 that comes up all the time. You know, sine squared plus cosine squared is 1, so 1 minus sine squared and 1. Finish it. Good work, isn't it? How do you finish this? Joe, what's the numerator?
Cosine squared.
1 minus sine squared is cosine squared. Now, gonna keep, tomorrow's the last day I can do this. And then that's one, and there you go. When you take the test,